Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lion's Pride Podcast again. I am one of your hosts, Lori, and I have our co-host, Jerry, sitting right here next to me. Say hi, Jerry.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
And tonight we have guest Sharona Hursh is on with us, and our podcast is actually titled "The Power of Belonging: A Young Lion's Perspective," because Sharona is one of our younger Lion members, so we were interested in getting her perspective on being in the club.
Yes, especially since we are, one of our big moves right now is attracting the younger crowd and seeing what gets them into the club, what gets them into volunteering and helping out. So
yeah, definitely. So it's going to be nice to hear in Sharona's words just what she likes about being a Lion and what drew her into the club.
Exactly. It was a interesting talk with Sharona. So in case you guys didn't catch it, the last name's match. This is my oldest daughter. I don't want to say I strong-armed her into coming in, but let's use highly influenced.
He strong-armed you, didn't he, Sharona?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, it's all good. Well, welcome, Sharona. So,
yeah, welcome to our podcast tonight.
Yeah.
You get to be lucky guest number 4.
That's not my lucky number.
It's not mine either, but you're stuck with it now, so it's too late.
You've got it now, so...
So why don't you just start off, just tell us a little bit about yourself and the beginning, since you're so kind of early in your Lion's journey.
Yeah.
Just about your Lion's journey so far.
I think I've only been a Lion for a year, almost 2 years. I'm 20, turning 21 this year, so I joined right at like 18-ish. I've always been in like some sort of group thing. I was in Girl Scouts for 12 years, and I was in sports and ballet, so when I quit Girl Scouts, I was kind of looking for something else to just do besides, like, work.
Then I made you come out here and join the Wichita City Club, so...
Yeah.
And you're still kind of doing work, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. This is easier work than, the typical 9 to 5 stuff, so...
That's true, that's true.
All right, so Sharon, tell us what inspired you to join Lions Club and the Wichita City Club.
And not just your dad strong-arming you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Leave that out of there.
It started as that, but I was looking for something to do. Lions Club was never on my, repertoire for that. So I started coming to Wichita City specifically because of my dad, but I would, help out with, events and stuff. I would stay for some meetings. And then I joined because our club was small, and I figured I'd be fine just sitting in the back here and not doing anything.
Not when I'm around.
No.
Nope, no sitting in the back.
Nope.
Yeah. But then as I came to more meetings, I just slowly grew to actually like it. It's a lot of fun banter, and just doing things with other people is always really nice.
Okay, that's good. I mean, especially since, I don't know if people are following on Facebook and Arizona Lions Forum, the Global Lions Forum, all that online. One of the biggest topics they have right now is the younger Lions and what can we do to draw them in, and after that, keep them in.
Yep.
Because unfortunately, we do have some of those clubs out there that are, it's this way. They don't want to change too much, and if you want to change with the day, you have to, get that perspective and that thought process from that younger Lion out there. So
yeah, most definitely, and that's I think kind of the bad part with our Lions clubs, because we have so many that are an older generation, and now of course they do want to bring in younger people like Sharona and another member we have, Matt, and stuff like that, but being the age that they are, I think they're having a lot of problems trying to figure out how to draw the younger crowd in and make it more exciting, I guess you might say, more fun for the younger, crowd to come in and do things.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with that whole statement. So Sharona, what do you think could be done differently from the club's level to attract more people your age?
Yeah.
Well, like you said earlier, really, we only post and stuff like that on Facebook. And if you're not a Lion, you're not going to know about the Lion's website, so you can't really go there to figure out how to be a Lion. So I would say we should advertise more on things younger people use, like Instagram. Like there's TikTok, but that's trickier. But definitely like Instagram at least, and then maybe we could like give our flyers out to like the high schools. But that's
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I mean, because we do have the club that definitely deals with a lot of the younger generation too, and
right.
I know some of our high schools around here probably have no idea what a Leo club is. Or,
definitely.
Probably not. And then even that, with that being said, you got your high schoolers that are now graduating right now.
yes,
And so, that's something too that we could give to the, student counselors and stuff like that and say, hey, if they're looking for extra things to do to maybe help out, beef up their resume
yeah.
with
Yeah.
community service and stuff like that, because a lot of employers do look at that kind of stuff.
They do, and a lot of them they give them high points
Mhm.
for that volunteerism and
Yeah.
support of the community. So it's definitely a good point. I know I'll take that into my notes and bring it
Mhm.
back to my clubs and say, hey, this is a good idea. Let's see what we can do to make it happen.
Yeah, I think so too. And in general, what do you think, like, for us, obviously, like you said, Instagram, which won't be a problem. We can get an Instagram page going ourselves. But, and I know TikTok can be a little bit trickier, but we have been kind of tossing that ball around as well to start putting stuff on TikTok, just because we do know it kind of helps with the younger crowd as well.
Yeah.
But in your say experience of being in the club, what would you kind of like to see maybe the club members, trying to do to include you guys, the younger people? What kind of say community outreach maybe is a good way to put it, that might help draw like the 20-year-olds into the clubs? I mean, would it be something to have to do maybe with like working with high school kids on doing certain things? I mean, or other kinds of events? What do you think?
I would go back to like the older high schooler kids. We could get in touch with them for more of our fun events. So like our bingos and breakfasts. I know not the Lions Club, but the city has had high schoolers help cook for an event, and they really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can get more people interested younger, then they can join when they're slightly older. Because it's a lot of remembering what you did here. If I've done nothing that's important to me or that I had value in, I'm not going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do something that I find enjoyable, I want to do it again.
Right.
So it's just a case of like reaching out earlier rather than waiting.
And that's a good idea. We could, excuse me, we could ask. We do our breakfast and our bingos and stuff here, and we're actually starting a new kid bingo
Yeah.
coming up. We'll talk about that towards the end of the show. At the end of the show. We could actually try to incorporate is like mentors where, maybe we can get some of the high school students to come here into Wachuca City Clubhouse and actually do some tutoring for some of the younger grade kids, helping out with like math, science, English, those kinds of things, and bringing them in and kind of showing them that's some of the things that they can do to kind of help out as well. So
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Then we can build that partnership with schools and teachers and
yeah,
just
most
that
outreach
outreach for everybody. So definitely, I think we can definitely do something like that. And if you have a clubhouse, use your clubhouse.
Yeah.
Donate that time. Just come unlock it, turn the lights on, and
Yeah, and it's information we can put out to student counselors and stuff like that too, letting them know there's these opportunities and things like that. But I mean, there's just all sorts of different opportunities with the younger Lions and stuff like that. Like I said, we were talking about the pancake breakfast. We could definitely say, hey, you guys want to come and cook and see how that breakfast turns out.
Get
But
more experience, I mean,
yeah.
So if you're currently in culinary or we're thinking about taking culinary, I mean,
Yeah.
I think our breakfast here in Wachuca City it's small enough to where it doesn't get overwhelming,
Right.
but gets you kind of with the flow. Okay, especially if that's your dream, you want to be a chef or whatever. Kind of, this is a good pace, for this many people, or
Yeah.
this is what I got to do for this.
And we've already got our volunteers here cooking, so they could kind of help out and oversee, and show them the right ways of doing things, stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's all that kind of stuff that we could do. Yeah, I mean, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, they do all sorts of stuff, that we could get partnerships with them as well.
Mhm.
And I'm going to share this story. So for like some of the younger, drawing in some of the younger Lions that would like to help out and do some community stuff. My cousin in Michigan has been having some issues. They had a tornado and stuff that went through a couple years ago, and it ripped up her neighbor's tree and kind of brought it down on her roof, but took out the fence and stuff right there. So she's been slowly getting things, put back up and rebuilt, but she's been having trouble finding someone to do her fence, and her dog keeps getting out. So I said, hey, why don't you contact the local Lions Club there? Because they, community service projects and stuff like that. So I told her to do that, and I know she's contacted them. So, hey, if you guys are in Lansing, Michigan, and you've had any contact about having a fence put up, that's my cousin. She's needing help. And I'll tell you, she, maybe you can get her to maybe do some cooking for you, possibly some barbecued hot dogs or burgers or something. But if you can get her to bake something for you, I'm telling you, the girl can bake. She has sent me some of that yummy goodness, and I'm telling you.
It doesn't sound like you can go wrong. You either get a barbecue or some sweets, cookies, cake, whatever.
Or both.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah, so, those are other great ideas, though, and ways that you can help out. And so, if you guys are in other clubs and you're listening to this, I hope you guys are getting some ideas from
definitely.
all
Service
of this talk.
projects, and then exposing the youth of our communities to Lions and the projects and programs we bring to our communities, because we have a very distinct mission for Lions to help those that are underprivileged, underserved, and it's just an exposure for Lions, right?
Yeah.
Because how many times have people said, well, who are those people in yellow vests everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, we may be 1.4 million strong right now, making our way to 1.5, but you still get that. Who are Lions?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah.
Well,
you do.
Start younger and let them spread the word, because the younger generation, like was said earlier, that social media, it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
So if you get them involved, they will help grow your club, your community involvement, just everything. So
yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's a lot of good ideas and a lot of good things. So, and you start thinking out of the box.
You have to.
You have to start thinking out of the box, because obviously the big thing, like you've been saying with the clubs, is that they're trying to attract more of the younger generation. But if you're stuck in a box and you don't want to accept new ideas, you're not really going to go anywhere.
That whole saying, we've always done it this way. Okay, that's good to a point. But when you're trying to grow and expand, we've always done it this way, doesn't work no more. You have to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Accept those new Lions in. Listen to their ideas, especially if they show enthusiasm with it. It's obviously something that means something to them and they want to get behind. Support them.
Yeah.
Let's get it out there. Worst is going to happen. Okay, well, it doesn't go well. Oh, well. So you lose a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, or whatever. You come back to the drawing board. What else can we do?
Yep.
Right. I dislike that saying so much. It's okay. We've always done it that way. Cool, great. How's it working for you now?
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly right. How's it working for you now? You're not getting your younger people like Sharona and them in.
Right.
You're not attracting the people that you keep saying you want to attract, and that's the funny part, is you all say you want to attract these people, but then you're not willing to give some of those
You're
ideas
not
a change.
inviting.
Yeah, you're not
Right?
inviting. Yeah.
You've got to let them in. You've got to let them shine. Some of the youth is a little bit, shy. They don't want to open up because, you go to a Lions Club and you see all these adults talking and getting to know each other and sharing ideas, and they're like, I want to get involved in that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of adults sitting over there, and granted they're adults too, but they just don't have the exposure or the experience, right, to get out there and, okay, listen to my ideas, guys. It's good.
Yeah.
And this is why. So put them on the spot.
Yeah.
I do my kids all the time.
Yeah.
So I can tell you.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you have an idea? Cool. Say something.
Yeah.
Last year she had some ideas for the town of Wichita City's Halloween event, our trunk or treat. And boy, did it light a fire.
Oh, nice.
We
Nice.
had probably one of the busiest trunk or treats. We did the trunk or treat down in Lower Wichita City at the community center. We had a haunted house at the
Nice.
activity center for the first time.
Nice.
Haunted bus ride. I mean, I was lucky enough to drive the bus, and I was nonstop all night. So, and that's all that takes, is that one idea to spark something. and then it catches on like a wildfire.
You should do the Harry Potter bus.
There you go, Sharona.
Oh,
There's an
yeah.
idea, right?
Mhm.
So, but that's just my point. I mean, it's listen, try, and move forward.
Yep.
Get out of the norm, try the unexpected, and see what happens.
Yep,
Yeah.
most definitely.
So-
Mhm.
Well, we should probably get back to our guest focus here.
I guess. I mean, technically, we have to. I mean, we want to keep this a short show. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can probably go on for a while.
Oh, I'm sure we
Um,
could. I'm sure we
But
could.
yeah, so, Sharona, share a moment so far that you've made that's made you feel that you're proud to be a Lion, that you're glad you came here.
Yeah, well, I work at a library where we hold some of our recycled eyeglasses. Lions our thing is we collect old glasses and we redo the frames, we'll fix the lenses, stuff like that, and then we hand them back out to places in the community to then get to the people in our community. And people will ask if those glasses are free, and when I'm able to affirm that, the look on their faces is always the best, because it's always people who don't want to like spend the outrageous amounts of money on glasses that's needed,
Yeah.
or that just don't want to get a new prescription because their old one works fine. But if it's free, they'll take it. So it's always nice to be able to see and feel that impact we make.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's, for some it's something small, but to that one person that they look at you and go, really? Free?
Yeah.
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 The Lions is doing this for free? And
Yep.
it makes it except one less worry or headache that they have to worry about.
Right, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Well, and and it's funny how many people, because I mean that's actually our Lion's biggest mission or main mission is to do the eyeglasses and the
Mhm.
eye exams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But and with that being said, in all the years that they've been doing it, there's still people out there that don't know that we do eyeglass
Right.
exams and stuff. It's amazing. And then they really freak out when you go, well, those donation boxes. Well, guess what? We'll take old cell phones and hearing aids as well.
right?
So then they're like, whoa, blow my mind. I didn't know you guys took all of that.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And we refurbish it if it can be refurbished and put back into service for somebody who
Mm-hmm.
Really needs
doesn't
it.
have the funds to get that, but they need it for whatever reason.
Right,
Yeah.
They
right.
need it. So it's definitely, so listeners out there, if you're not a Lion and you're just listening to our podcast first, thank you.
Mhm.
Keep tuning in. But when you go to some of these places and you start looking and you see that box on the counter, now you know the story behind it
Mm-hmm.
and what it serves. So everyone's got that drawer at home that has the junk, right? Phones, glasses, cables, all the stuff.
Yep.
If you're holding on to any of that stuff, old glasses or whatever, throw them in those boxes.
Yeah, someone else could use them.
Let us take them. We'll do what we can. We have teams at every club just about that does eye wash classes and
Mm-hmm.
gets them. There are some clubs that do the exams themselves too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, we actually have Lions, and there's something that I'll touch at the end of this show about a service project coming into this area to let everyone know about that. I'm really glad to be behind. That's coming from our district governor-elect. But yeah, if you see that box on the counter, I mean, if you have something, even if it's just one pair of glasses that you think, oh, these are too old, they're too dirty, they're too scratched or whatever, you would be surprised what some of these machines, these clubs have to help wash them and get them ready can do. So
Yep.
Yeah.
use them. Let somebody else have the joy of, are you kidding me? These are free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why,
Yep.
thank you.
Exactly.
So,
And and that's the main mission of the Lions. But if you're out there listening and you're not an actual Lion member at this point, there's so many other things that we do help out with, and we have different causes for cancer, for hunger,
Hunger,
diabetes. We have all sorts of
disaster
different
relief.
things. Yeah.
I mean, there's
Mhm.
most Lions should know the saying, but just in case you don't, or if you're not a Lion, where there's a need, there's a Lion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the more and more I get involved with things, with Lions and districts, and I'm really beginning to see the outreach that's capable
Mm-hmm.
of Lions. That meaning is so true. Where there's a need, there is a Lion somewhere that can help.
Yep,
So-
most definitely. And it really comes into play too is when you can get your different clubs working together,
Yes.
doing things
Yeah.
and different
Yes.
projects and stuff, which is something we'll be doing here shortly, working together with another club or two on doing a couple different projects, I
Couple
think,
different
coming
ones,
up.
and
So.
that's my biggest thing is, again, little side street here, but we're all Lions, right? And some of us are lucky enough we have multiple clubs within driving distance. Why are we working separately?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's one of the things when I became a zone chair. I was like, why are we working together? We all have the same mission.
Yeah.
Why are we like, hey? So yes, there are some partnerships coming down the road for at least the Zone 2 crew. Hopefully, I can spread that out to everybody, not in Arizona, but everywhere. Work with partner clubs, and you don't have to just work with just Lions. You have Rotary. You have other things out there that have either not the same type mission, but the same goal at the end of it.
Yeah.
Partnership, networking. The more we come together, the more people we can serve and help.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the common goal right there.
And that also goes to say, if you know of a club that is successfully attracting in younger people, like Sharona's age and stuff, in their 20s, get with them, find out what they're doing, see if you can,
Right, yes.
incorporate some of those ideas into what you're trying
Pick
to do.
their brains.
Yeah.
They did something, obviously, and
Yeah.
what are they doing? Maybe you're just missing, like, step 2.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
going to 1 to 3 and not succeeding. Maybe it's that step 2 that is the glue that really brings everything together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's that networking that you do at, like, conventions,
Yeah.
right? Conventions are huge, and I'll touch base on one at the end of our show tonight, about one that's coming up for the multiple district in Arizona here. But yeah, it's networking. I'm a huge networking guy.
Yeah.
I believe in networking. Just because what works here may not work in somewhere else, but they want to do what we're doing here in Arizona. And they're like, what are you guys doing differently? Or vice versa. Someone in Michigan might be doing something great,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
we're not doing so great here in Arizona.
Yeah.
Obviously we know people are different, climate's different, blah, blah, blah. The goal's still there, the mission's still there.
Exactly.
What are you doing? Let's partner up and just make a difference in someone's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with that. So Sharona, if you were talking to, say, others of your age out there, what would you maybe say to someone your age who's thinking about joining a Lions Club?
And you can't use your boyfriend as an excuse because that doesn't count.
Okay, well,
Because you strong-armed him just like I strong-armed you.
well, I know many people my age hate the getting to know someone in a group that's already like cliquey, that everyone already knows each other. It's difficult getting into a place. I would tell them that most clubs would be really excited to get a young member. They're not gonna like push you to the shadows. They want you to be involved, and like we mentioned, it's a need right now to get younger members. So they're gonna do anything but push you away. And like, I was hesitant about joining because I didn't want to like do all the things at the meetings and be 100% all the time. And you
And
really,
hang out with a bunch of old people.
well, I like that. I am very much hang out with old people.
She is
But-
like, oh, I'll verify that. She is.
But it's not that deep even. It's just you don't have to always be 100%. You can come one day and sit in the back and do nothing. Come the next and be leading the entire group. It changes. You don't have to go to every event. You don't even have to go to every meeting.
Right.
It's just being there.
We
Right.
are volunteers. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And younger people, we have jobs.
Right,
So
right.
most of these older people are retired and can come to Tuesday 10 a.m. meetings. But if you have a job, that might be hard to get around, and that's something with just going to the group and saying you're interested in joining, but you can't come at these times.
Right.
If they're retired, they're going to have a more open schedule, so it'll be easier to be flexible with them.
Right.
And it's just not being hesitant to join, because it's not as complex
There
as
you
it
go.
seems.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
You did say something right at the beginning of that I hope isn't happening in clubs, but I know it is. Cliques,
Yeah.
right? We shouldn't have cliques in Lions Club. We should be open and inviting to everybody,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
So that's one thing that, especially like with my Benson Club, right? Since I'm the president out there, we don't have cliques. I make sure we don't have cliques. When a visitor comes into we meet at our meeting site, we all stand up and greet them and introduce ourselves and, hey, what brings you here tonight? What's your ideas? Are you just seeing what we're about now? Do you want to join? I've had one guy come to 3 meetings now. He's still on the fence. So we're like, okay, well, hey, if you do, cool, great. We'll be glad to have you. If not, hey, if you just want to come volunteer every once in a while, come volunteer.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll take all the volunteers in the world.
Yep.
But cliques would probably be one of the first thing that will push a new member, I think old or young, but especially the younger generation, out real quick because they don't want to get involved in that. You know, they
Right.
probably went through that in high school, middle
Yeah.
school, right?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't want to deal with that clique-based stuff, and I don't either. It's ridiculous. Cliques are more harmful
Mhm.
than anything.
Right.
I mean, the only thing I'd say would be up there with the cliques is bullies.
Yeah.
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 Which I can't stand bullies either. But,
Right, exactly,
but they're up in the
exactly.
same category. It's like if you have a member who is just over boisterous and just really pushy and cuts people off and just it's their way and it has to be done this way, or you know, like, well, I used to be in this and they used to do this and this always worked, blah blah blah. Okay, great. Thank you for that input. Let people speak.
Right.
Let the younger generation speak. Some of the older generation will probably turn to that member and say, no, quiet, I'm talking. That younger member, new member might go, oh, never mind, and just start
Yeah.
slowly sinking into the background. And next
Right.
thing you know, if they were a lion, they're not a lion anymore.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Because nobody wants to be bullied,
Mm-mm.
and like you said, nobody enjoys cliques. I mean, again, it is. That's high school stuff. I mean, and you're not in high school anymore.
Right?
You know, I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're out in the adult world, you've graduated high school, then you're out in the adult world. It's time to start acting like an adult and quit acting like a high schooler.
Right,
'Cause,
yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I
Just
mean,
invite. Come on in. Hey,
yeah.
I've done it a couple times. Is I'll invite the new members and hey, come sit next to me.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care if I'm hanging with my friends. Right? Obviously, the clubs we're all going to try to be friends and get along.
Yep.
But when you start getting into that, hey, we're going to sit back here in the back corner and talk until meeting time, and then we're going to sit down at the same tables, same spots, and that becomes the clique, and
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are going to notice it, right?
Yeah.
So, move around, talk, invite that new member up front. Some don't like coming up front, but you know what? Come on up front, sit next to me. If you have any questions, I can answer them, or
Right.
you'll really be able to hear everything
Yeah.
that's going on, all the dialogue that's going to go on.
Yeah.
Because some clubs have awesome meetings and lots of dialogue, lots of talking going on. So that new member, excuse me, might enjoy that and say, okay, it's an open feeling, open discussion. There's not the president up there going, it's my club, my way. You're done,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Machuca City is one of those clubs that just like everyone has a voice.
Yeah.
We've tried some of the rock painting that we just did out here. You know,
Mhm.
new idea, went off great. Cleaning the highway, new idea, went off great.
Yep.
The kids bingo that's coming up, new idea. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's going to be a good one because I thought it's an awesome idea. Lori and I have tossed around a couple ideas of, you know, casino nights.
I think we need to get karaoke night going.
I think a karaoke night would be a good one too.
I think
so
karaoke night would be a really good one. We should work on that one next and get
that should be our
one
next.
going.
I agree. We'll pitch it to the club and see
Yeah.
see what they think, right?
Yep.
So cool. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'll get back on the. This is
I
a
mean-
lot of these subjects is very like we're hitting all those key things for me that
Yeah.
I don't want clubs to fall into or do. I want them to succeed. I want Lions to succeed, whether you're in Arizona, my zone, my clubs, whatever. I want all Lions to succeed.
Yeah.
So these are just like really key things that we're talking
Yeah.
about tonight are hitting those spots, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and obviously, this is a good time to bring up a lot of the stuff that we've been bringing up because we are trying to attract our younger members,
Mhm.
and these are so many of the things that push them away. I mean, we've got a younger member here. Listen to what she's saying to you guys. This is what your younger members are looking for
Exactly,
and what they
exactly.
want to do. You know, they have good ideas. Just because they're a little younger doesn't mean they don't have good ideas. So,
it just means they have to do a little bit more work if it's something that the older club members can't really do because of limit restrictions
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
Let them run it. Just support them.
yeah,
Just say,
exactly.
hey, we're behind you. We'll help with what we can.
Yep.
The
But-
older people are more experienced. You guys are going to know how to do things better, and you can take our ideas and put your input into it,
Right.
and it's still
Give constructive
Yeah.
criticism. Just
Yeah.
say, hey, that worked awesome the way you did it. what about next time, or hey, on the second half of this, or whatever it may be, let's try it this way and see if it works a little bit better. If not, no big deal, we'll keep going your way, but this might help you
Right.
take this service project to that next level.
Yeah, exactly. So Sharona, one last question here. What would make your Lions experience even better than what it already has been?
We've hit it a couple times. Just the changing with the new times. We need to not be in this whole I'm older, I know better. Just let younger people take their ideas and almost run with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard at a convention before, younger people will give ideas, the older people will take it and run it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta let the younger people run it, especially if you want them to stay. They're gonna want to feel involved with their own ideas, and if it is successful, that's a great hook in
Yep.
the nail.
Yep.
Right, 100%.
Yeah, because there's no reason that younger people can't run with the ideas that they have and run that. And like you said, it does make them feel, more involved, obviously, because someone didn't just listen to their idea and then go make it into their own. They,
Yeah.
involve them in doing it as
Yeah.
well.
So hey, that's your idea? Come, I know you're not, if you're not aligned yet, I know you're not aligned, but come, show us.
Yeah.
Be involved. And if they are on the fence of joining Lions, that could be the hook
Yeah.
that makes them go, you know what? Lions is where I belong. Lions is what I want to do. I have that sense of purpose
Mhm.
and giving back to my community. So, yes, I agree with all that.
Yeah.
That was just a good, 100%. We need to, once we get in there, let them shine, let them make up their own mind. We'll help, especially when you come to the experienced Lions, right?
Yep.
So we'll help, but I will push any idea to the front, because I'm just that way. The worst that's going to happen, you're either going to get a no, it's not going to work. Okay, can we make it work?
Yes.
If not,
Mhm.
okay, no time lost. We'll come up with another idea.
Yeah.
But I will always try something at least once. Unless obviously it's unsafe or it's going to put something in jeopardy.
Yeah.
I'll try anything once. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Because you never know. I may think it's the dumbest thing in the world. But to that person, that young lion especially, goes, I think this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Show us.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
And
What
you
do you
know
need
what?
from us?
And it may work.
It may work. And I
It
may
may
be like,
work.
see, that's why you just let them go. Let
Yeah.
them do their thing, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So, and those younger lions have that drive.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
of them know it's there, some don't,
Yeah.
right? And it takes those experienced lions, people, to kind of
Yeah.
hook it and get it out of them. Say, no, it's a good idea. What? Keep going. Give us more, right? Because sometimes you do need a little bit more details in it and stuff. Okay, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? You can't just like, here, do this. Why? What's it going to do? What's its purpose? Cool,
Right.
great. Yes. Check mark. Check. Done. Let's
Yep.
roll.
Yep.
Let's make it happen. Date and time, and we'll get a sign-up sheet, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So,
Most definitely. Most definitely. So, and if you have those opportunities out there, I mean, other clubs, if you've got some projects going on that you could try to get the younger people involved in. I mean, right now, of course, they're getting out of school and things like that. So depending on whether they're around or whether their families,
Right.
Go
Yeah.
do things for
maybe
the
some
summer.
traveling, or
Yeah, exactly. But
or just want to stay home and be on their cell phones
But
the
yeah,
whole summer.
I mean, try to think of some things that you could do that you could incorporate and bring in
Yeah.
some of the newer Lions. Some of the projects like fixing the fence,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
maybe you have somewhere there in your town that maybe it's an older person that isn't lucky enough to have family members that live close or something, and their yard's a bit overgrown, or it
Yeah.
needs picking up. Go offer to clean their yard up for them and involve some of them younger people in doing some of that yard
Yeah.
cleanup. Go to your parks and stuff like that, or and ask them about maybe volunteering one day or something just to do some cleanup work,
Yeah,
or
park cleanups and
helping out, doing something in the park that they might have going on, or in an activity center, or like with you at the library. You guys have your summer program and stuff that's going to be coming up here pretty soon with the school kids. So
Yeah.
there's lots of different ways that you could bring Lions in to partner and do things.
Partnerships.
Yeah,
partnerships are key, people.
yeah.
And whether it's with other organizations, towns, cities,
Hmm.
schools, partnerships are great to have.
Yep.
They may not always work out, which is okay, cool, great. Give it a shot, not move on. But partnerships. We as Lions, we have partnerships, right?
Yep.
So why can't we partner with somebody else and make the mission that much better.
And and that's the nice part. I mean, we just did this rock painting thing with the school here and the school kids, and now the principal has talked to me and a couple of other members and said, hey, we're interested in doing more partnership things with
Right.
you guys. So here we go. Now we've opened that door with the school. We can start maybe some Leo interest
Yep.
Yeah.
with these kids now, because if we can introduce them to some of these funner things, like the rock painting was obviously fun for a good part of them,
Yeah.
and think of some other ideas we could do to partnership with them, we might be able to get a decent Leo club going as
Oh, yeah.
well.
And that rock painting, just so everyone knows, I think we talked about it last time a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Those kids' faces, oh my God, I just got to say it again. Just watching them carry around the rocks
Yeah.
with the biggest smile on their faces,
Oh yeah.
showing everybody that would look at this rock, look at this rock, oh my God, this
Yep.
is my favorite. Oh, here's mine, right?
Yep.
So it was just being just a person, being a dad, is like that smile on a kid's face.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
is it melts my heart every time, no
And
matter
if,
what.
and if anybody's interested in checking that out, it's actually, I had to post 3 sets of pictures. And I didn't even post all the pictures. I had to pick them out. There's sets of pictures and a video of the kids placing the rocks in the pathway that's on the Huachuca City Lions Facebook page, and it's also shared to our Huachuca City Lions YouTube channel.
Yes.
So you can go the pictures, but not on the YouTube as much, but the video is.
The video does just as much justice.
Yeah.
But it shows
Yeah.
great. I mean, that's partnership was just fantastic.
Yep, and those
it's-
kids worked, man. They did good job on,
They did.
on what
Some
they
of those
did.
rocks, I'm like, those are better than mine.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
God, and now my boss wants us to do a staff project
Yeah.
with it. I'm like, I ain't gonna paint no more. I can put mine next to some of those rocks, man. Those are no. I'll bring some from my house, my rock garden, polish it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'm good. Because I'm like, but don't. If I don't, I'll put mine in the far corner.
Yeah.
Because they. I mean, I still go out there. I mean, it's what, a couple weeks after the fact,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
looking, I'm like, oh my God,
Some of them kids are really phenomenal
really
in
great
in
artists.
painting and
Yeah.
artists. Yeah, and the rock pouring and stuff, they picked it up. I mean, some of those rocks that they did were just phenomenal. So
And if you're in the area, you stop by. It's Leffingwell Park, right behind Huachuca City Town Hall, right next to the library. Come check it out. I mean, it's not 100% yet. We still got some work to do.
yeah,
to
we're gonna put more
finalize it.
rocks in.
We're gonna put more
Yeah.
rocks in. But just seeing it now, I mean, it's phenomenal, and it only brightens the park up. And now those kids will have something that they
Yes.
can always go to and say, "Hey,
I
I did this. I
Yep.
helped
Yeah.
with this."
Yeah, and that
And
was the
then
main goal of this,
That
was to having
seed
those
has been
kids. Yeah.
planted,
Yep.
right? So now they're like, "Oh, the Lions helped us do this."
Yep.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, what else can we do? Because there's lots of programs out there for schools. They got first grader flags and books. I mean, there's so many things out there that we can partner with schools. Anyone can partner with schools,
Yep. Yep.
right? And just plant it early, let it do its thing, and I don't want to say guarantee, but a high probability that we're going to get some Lions in the future out of that bunch of kids.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think so.
I think so.
I think so.
If not them, their parents might join sooner than later,
Yeah.
right? Or an older sibling,
Yep. And
But I
I've,
Which is
think
how
those
I
kids
joined.
are,
My
right?
parents joined
Yeah.
first.
right? So
and I've got a couple other ideas that I'm going to be floating by you guys to see what you think about them too, to see what we can do to maybe get a little more interest in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
generations.
well, Laura, you already
and
know
stuff, too.
my thought on that. I'll try anything once.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is it. Most definitely,
I
most
don't care.
definitely.
We'll
but-
make it happen one way or another. Well, Sharona, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, and
awesome
giving us your
show.
insight on
Yes.
what people your age are
The younger
looking for.
generation
Yes.
wants. We'll probably have you back again on a later episode just to see.
Isn't that cool?
You're that cool. We'll
Yeah.
go with
Yeah.
that. Um, just to see how things have changed, if things,
Yeah.
what's working, and we'll talk about the True City Clubs more, and because they're growing like wildfire as it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, God, I did an induction of some new members a couple weeks ago, and I think I did 5, but we had 2 missing, 1 missing, something
Yeah, I
like that.
think so. Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple missing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll have more to do, which is just phenomenal. Because like when I joined this club, it was there.
Yep.
It was getting ready to age out, and now just seeing it go from 6 members when I joined, I think it was, to
23.
23
23.
members.
Yep. And we are starting to get some of the younger people. I mean, middle
Mhm.
age. Let's just say kind of like a middle age, like a 30, 40
Right.
Yeah.
age group, and we've got a couple 20-year-olds.
We got a couple,
so,
and we'll keep driving and keep making that happen. So,
Yep.
thank you again, Sharona, and we look forward to getting an update from you in a later episode, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll see. And maybe
See what great projects you've come up with.
right put you on the spot again and
Yeah.
say, hey.
Well,
So
fun.
I can tell you. So when I pitched it to her about coming on the podcast tonight, she's like, I don't want to. I was like, well, guess what? I'm your dad. I'm making you do it anyway.
You're strong-arming me again, Dad. You're strong-arming me
I
again.
was like, too bad you're gonna do it, just because I wanted that younger generation
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
feel.
Yep.
Because I knew, just talking with Lions and the district staff and around Arizona,
Yeah.
and reading stuff on Facebook, I knew this would be a good topic.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
wanted to get it because it needs to be said that the younger generation is not only the future of everything, they are the future of Lions as well.
Yep. Well, and that's another reason too that I'm hoping that we can grab some of these kids that are going to the summer camps and talk with them as well, so they can share out more of their experiences to
Yeah.
everybody, and let them know what it was like for them to be able to go to a Lions camp like that and
Right.
experience another country and their culture
International. I mean, we
Yeah.
and
sent
all that stuff.
to
Yeah,
Spain, France.
yeah.
I can't
Italy,
remember where we all said it was.
Kazakhstan. They've been to. They've
They've
been.
been everywhere, and yeah, I definitely want to get them, and I've kind of pitched that to Pratik as well.
Yeah.
So we'll have him on in a couple episodes.
And hopefully we'll be able to work something out to where maybe we can get a couple of our locals here sponsored to go over.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
asked
our-
for like the information so I can, because I've already talked to the superintendent for Tombstone School District.
mhm.
She's all for it. She's like, yes,
Yeah.
let's make it happen. So I
Most
am trying to
definitely.
get some stuff together. I'll pitch it to them, and next year I want to pitch. I want to get Sierra Vista, Tombstone, and Benson at least.
Well, and after our conversation with Janet last time, now we're looking also at the charters and the private type school things, and you know,
Yes.
the homeschooling and
Yep.
stuff like that, because she's right.
Right?
We're
And
missing
we didn't
out on
think
this.
about that,
Yeah, we're
right?
missing out on
It's
that.
that door that opened because we had a conversation.
Yeah,
A partnership building with another club that's 10 minutes away from us in here in Wichita
exactly,
City.
exactly.
And I was like, I told Lori
I
after
know.
the podcast, I was like, I didn't even think about that.
Nope, just like poof.
I was like,
It was like, wow,
I even-
epiphany.
I
Yeah.
wrote it on my show notes. Right?
I know, I did too. I was like, oh my God, homeschoolers, yeah, oh
All
my
of
God,
this.
online, yeah.
So Janet, if you're listening tonight, which I hope you are, if not, I'm gonna give you a hard time at the next Zoom meeting. But
Thank you for your ideas.
thank you, and we'll be partnering with you to, make that
Yeah,
happen, because I think you got some contacts that will help us
yep.
make that a big success. So again, Sharona, thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on, even though
Of
you got strong,
course.
even though you got strong arm, didn't you?
Yeah, you got to do it sometimes,
I know,
My other
believe
daughter,
me.
Delilah, she got strong armed dressing up as Leo the
I
Lion.
know. She,
So,
at least you don't have to put on the hot Leo the Lion
right,
suit.
but I'm gonna say this: she may have fought me when she first did it. She loves it now.
Oh, she loves
Yeah.
it.
Right?
Yeah.
Every time I say, "Hey, would you want to come out and play Leo?" Yes.
See, she should come to the Paws in the Park adoption event and play
I'm working
Leo.
on it, Lauren.
I know it's going to be warm out there, but
It's gonna be warm. I may not have her in the costume that long, but
and she can go in the activity center
can go
where
in
it's
there,
air
she can
conditioned and
cool
stuff
down.
too. Yeah,
So I have asked her to come to that. I've asked her to go to the convention in June
very cool.
with me, which I'll touch base on that here. in a
Yeah, I was
minute.
going to say let's get into that
Yeah.
too, because there's going to be some great stuff going on at that convention. I wish
There
I
is.
could go, but
There is.
I just
so-
got too much right now going on at one time and trying to.
And it's all hitting right at the same time.
I know it's all hitting
It's
at the
right
same
there.
time, and I just can't afford to do everything I'd love to do.
Like
But
there's 2 weekends in a row in June that I am doing Lion stuff.
yeah,
I'm traveling for Lions.
well, and look at Ed. He's traveling for like how many months?
Right. Well, I think he's got 3 weeks in a row because he's doing the convention.
Yeah.
And then he's doing.
And going to Japan, and
So he's doing the convention, Atlanta, and then Hong Kong.
yeah, or Hong Kong. I'm
Right.
sorry, not Japan,
Yeah.
Hong Kong. Yeah.
So it's like, dude. But
Yeah.
that's what you get, I guess, when you take the district governor job.
yeah.
It's time to travel. Which he loves traveling anyway. So
Yeah.
all right. So Lori, I know this show's been kind of creeping on, but touch on some highlights from around the zone, the clubs or whatnot. We had our Benson car wash.
Yep. How did you guys do with that?
Oh, it was phenomenal. We were so busy.
Yeah.
Wanted to start at 8. I think we started like 7:45 because we already had cars lining up.
Oh wow, nice.
So
That's
it
nice.
was. I think we did over 40 cars.
Yeah.
Raised some good funds to help us give back to the community even more. We are going to plan another one probably
Nice.
in the fall where it's a little cooler. I mean, it got warm, but not our typical summer warm, so we were lucky there.
Yep.
But the citizens of Benson were just phenomenal, and their donations just
And
It
see,
was-
we could even do that here
We
too.
could.
I mean, we could do that here. Mr. Shed, I'm sure, would let us use
Mr.
this parking
Shed,
lot.
I'm pretty sure we can partner with the town to pick, so we could definitely do it.
Yeah, we need
But
to
I
do
mean,
that here
it
too.
was just phenomenal, and the people there, like, I got so many customers telling me I'm so glad Lions are back
Yeah,
in Benson.
yeah,
Right? It was phenomenal, and I probably talked to one lady probably a good 20 minutes while she was waiting in line to
Yeah.
get to her car wash because we had a line, and she's like, she's been a Benson resident for 40 plus years. She remembers when they were there before. She's used them before. She was upset when they left.
Oh, wow, very good.
So I was like, hey, well, we're back. We're still building. We're not as strong as I want to be yet, but we've only been going since January.
Right.
So it's like, give us time. And then I was like, I went right into my recruitment speech. Help us grow. Come join us. Right now there's some good perks in joining Lions
Yep.
in Arizona. So I pitched that. So gave out 4 or 5 applications. So I'm gonna start doing some follow-ups with them.
Very nice.
So some other things happening around Zone 2. Sierra Vista had their blanket making event on a Saturday. I haven't got all the feedback from Janet about how well that went, but knowing how it's been in the past,
Right.
it probably was phenomenal again,
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
always.
I'm sure.
Sharona, our guest tonight, and my other daughter went to a blanket event once and loved it, had a blast. They want to go back.
Yep.
So it's definitely something that I'm going to keep pushing, and hopefully I can get over and check it out. It's usually on Saturdays I'm either doing house stuff or buying stuff.
Yeah.
So let's see what else we got going on here. June 6th, we got a couple events going on. I'll let you talk about the adoption event. But also that night I'm going to Cochise Stronghold to do with District Governor-elect Ed Lopez to do some induction of the new officers
Very cool.
for the next year. So they invited us out, and I was like, yep, I will be there. So a little travel day on top of out and supporting Wichita City's Lions Clubs and that event that you're planning, which is a phenomenal event coming from the animal welfare world.
Yep.
I'm always supportive of that. Excuse me. June. On top of June, so June 6th at that event. June 12th through the 14th, we got the multiple district Arizona State Convention up in Phoenix. We got the incoming international president, Mark Lyons. He's going to be there. So lots of events. I am going to help with the hospitality room. I will attempt to do some podcasting while I'm up there and try to get all those, because there's going to be lots of people there.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully I can wrangle in Mark
Yeah.
and bring him in for a couple questions.
Even if you can't get him then, if you can talk him into being on the podcast at a later date.
At a later date, yes. And I've kind of done some future planning, Lori. I think I've told you about this. Eventually I wanted to do videos
Yep.
for our podcast too, and I bought a backdrop.
Yep.
So we can have that on there. I'm taking that up with me. I'm going to network our podcast while I'm
Very
up there
nice.
as much as I possible, just
Very
so people
nice.
can tune in. And there's other podcasts out there for Lions, and we all do different things, different
Yep.
themes.
Yep.
Not a problem. No worries about that.
Yep. We all do our own thing.
Everyone touches a little bit different, and we just do what we got to do.
And if you get to do any podcasting up there, hopefully you'll be able to like FaceTime call me, and then we can do the podcast still a little bit together. And
We'll just
and
flip
talk
it a little bit. So instead of phoning our guest in, we could
Yeah.
phone the co-host
Yeah,
in.
you're going to have your guest right there with you, so now you
Right.
just need to phone the co-host.
Yep. One other thing I wanted to touch base in, again in June, Mission 1.5 Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. That's June 19th through the 21st. I will be attending that as well, meeting people from all over who's going to this event, and networking, partnership, just pick people's brain.
Yep,
What's
very
working
nice.
in your neck of the woods, right?
Very nice.
What can I take back to Arizona
Right.
and see what works down there in the heat, and
Yeah, because you just never know.
you never know.
You never know.
We just got to work together and pull ideas and shoot for the stars.
Yeah, most
So-
definitely, most definitely. So the couple things that are going on around here, we briefly mentioned, is May 16th too. We're going to have our first kids bingo here. I think that's going to be pretty cool, having the kids come in. The bingo cards are free for the kids. We don't charge them for that, and they've got some really cool kids prizes that they can choose from if they win.
I'm looking at some of them right now, and I'm kind of jealous.
I know there's some nice stuff over there,
Right.
isn't there?
I'm like, I want to come win that one. Maybe I'll strong arm Delilah and aka Leo the Lion, and they can play some bingo and
They got a potato head over there.
right.
They got all sorts of.
A
Looks
Nerf
like a
gun,
Nerf gun. Yeah, I know. Looks like Barbie stuff.
Blues Clues game.
Yeah.
I want the slime.
She wants the slime.
Slime, of course.
Yeah.
Ron, you'd want the slime.
So yeah, some pretty cool prizes are sitting over there, waiting to be won tomorrow. Who's calling the? Are you calling the bingo game tomorrow?
I was supposed to, but I gotta cover a shift at work, so I don't know
Oh.
who's doing it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's calling it now.
Okay.
So
Maybe
Well-
Stella, our normal bingo caller.
maybe. So we'll see. I mean, we'll reach out to Christy, our club president, and see what we have lined up, just to make sure, and hopefully
Yeah.
we can get somebody.
Well, hopefully we've got someone that'll make it fun and interesting for the
Yeah.
kids to
Right? Yeah.
to play. I
Def-
mean, you
especially
know.
the first time, we need
Yeah.
to make it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It needs to be.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get one of
Kid
our other new
inspired.
members to come out and volunteer some time and call some bingo.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I know, right? If I could get my grandson to volunteer and come out and do it, I could see if I could get him to come and do it. He's
There
only
you go.
18. He could have fun doing that.
see,
Yeah.
you can have fun with it.
Yeah, I know, right? I still think we need to do Twister Bingo. So that red foot over on the B, B, red foot.
Oh, my knees already hurting just thinking about that.
It's for the kids, not for us old people.
I know, but still, you just thinking about the game Twister in general. It's like, I'll be out the first one.
I couldn't do it either, so I'm right there with you. But so anyway, so yeah, that's going to be fun tomorrow. Actually, now that you said that, yeah, it's actually tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. Starts at 2:00.
2:00.
Yep. So if you guys have kids, you're local here in Wichita City, bring them on out to the Wichita City Lions Club, 125 South Wichita Boulevard. Only yellow building in town. You can't miss it. It's right by Mr. Shed.
We do stick out.
We do stick out.
And if you miss the big yellow building, I mean, hopefully you'll see the big lion's head on the front of the building.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll catch you.
Yeah, we've got a marquee sign out there too. It says Lions Club. But
Yep.
yeah, you can't miss the big yellow building. It's the only one in town. So if you are local and you want to bring your kids out to win some really cool kid prizes, bring them on by tomorrow at 2:00 to play some kids bingo. And then, as Jerry said, June 6th, we have Paws in the Park. And that is our, well, it was kind of supposed to be more geared towards having our rescue animals groups come and try to get adoptions, but it's kind of turned into we have a few rescue groups coming out with some animals. We have some information, different services coming out. We're going to have Four Paws Grooming is supposed to be here. First Seasons Pet Care, they do grooming and boarding. Hero Paws and Soldier's Best Friend. Same person is kind of in charge of that organization here, but she's going to have a couple of her trainers come out and give out information about service dogs and stuff like that. If you're needing a service dog to be trained, if you're ex-military or ex-first responder, anything like that. I actually heard back from Go Team Therapy Dogs, and they're actually going to come since I told them we could get them set up in the activity center
Nice.
for the air conditioning for their dogs. So they're going to come and give out more information. Sierra Vista Animal Care and Control is coming. We're going to have a Wichita City Animal Control here. Let me see.
I know we invited county. I don't know if they're showing
I don't
up.
know if county's going to come or not. I haven't heard back directly whether they will be or not. So probably not, but that's okay.
It's okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we're going to have, like I said, some other different things. Hopefully Cochise County Humane and Border Animal Rescue might be able to come out. Little Angels Rescue and Arrows Landing are going to be here. And I think Sierra Vista is probably planning on bringing some animals out for adoption.
I think so.
Possibly Gail from Cantor is going to come and set up a table to talk about Cantor and equine assisted therapy and stuff that they do here.
Great work. Great
Yep,
work.
they do all that here locally. I'm going to have my own little training table set up where I'll have someone talking about my own dog training that I do here locally as well. So we've got all sorts of stuff that'll be happening at Paws in the Park. We're going to have some drinks for sale and maybe some hot dogs for sale.
I heard we might have hot dogs there.
Yep, barbecued hot dogs. And I'm thinking that we're even talking about doing a raffle. I think we're talking about a possible 50-50 raffle.
I heard
So,
rumors.
if you guys want to try to win a little money, come out, buy some raffle tickets. The more raffle tickets you buy, the more money you win. So I'm just saying, come
Right.
on out. check out the adoption event, get some information about some of the different businesses and services, and check out some of the rescues that we got. If you're looking for a new friend, hopefully, I'm hoping maybe even a cat rescue or two will come, like Starfish Cat and Kitten Rescue. I'm hoping they'll come.
That'd be nice.
So yeah, so we'll see who all we get out here, but it'll be a nice little event. And we actually did change the time. We were originally going to do 9 to 3, but we've actually changed it from 9 to 1 due to heat. And we just had the celebration of animals in the Veterans Park in Sierra Vista, and I heard a lot of feedback from that when it come about 12:30ish or so, people were actually leaving and not coming back in so much because of the heat. So we've decided to downsize it a little and now do 9 to 1 instead of 3, because that will work out much better for the animals.
Still plenty of time.
Oh yeah, more than enough time to come on out. So hopefully if you guys are local, you'll come out June 6th and check out the Paws in the Park adoption event.
And while you're out there, you can check out the rock path.
Yeah, and
Just
you can
throwing it
see
out there.
you can see the rock path. Maybe we'll be able to have Leo and the Lion out there dressed up, and we're going to have a Lions table out there, so you guys can come and get information about our Lions clubs. And we're going to have, obviously we're here in Wichita City, but you can also get information about the Benson Club. If a representative from Sierra Vista wants to come out and give information, they're more than welcome to come sit and give information out about their club as well. But so I think it's going to be fun, and we'll see how it goes. It's our first time doing it, so we'll see how it goes.
It'll be fun.
And it's going to be in Luffingwell. I should probably put that out there. Luffingwell Park, where we did the rocks path, and that's the park that's right behind City Hall and in between City Hall and the Wichita City Elementary School. So
should be a fun day.
I think so.
Should be lots of events coming up. Lots and lots of events.
Yeah, we've got a lot of them coming up.
So much going on over the next few months.
I know, and I've got more ideas that I've been thinking about trying to do to help out a couple different causes that I think are really good causes here locally that they could use a little bit of a helping hand, and hopefully we can do some stuff to help them.
We'll see what we can do to help them out. And if any Lions clubs out there want to be featured on the podcast, give us a call, give us an email. Just get a hold of us. We'll put you on, or if you just have ideas of shows you want to hear, give us whatever. Just hit us up. We'll definitely take it up. And
Yep, our email's Wichita City Lions Club at gmail.com.
Excuse me.
So you can shoot us an email there. Like I said, we do have the Facebook page, Wichita City Lions Facebook page. We're always posting. I'm always posting stuff up there.
They're always on there. I'm always getting the alerts.
Yep.
New post. I'm like, oh, great. All right.
Yep. Trying to keep that up to date, and maybe you'll start seeing us do some stuff on Instagram, and if we can talk one of our other members into doing some TikTok stuff, we might even be able to get some stuff out on TikTok.
Maybe one of those younger members want to take that task on.
Possibly one of our younger members might want to, and hopefully we'll be able to maybe work on revamping our website a little bit as well. I know we've been talking about doing that too.
We've been talking about that. There's some new stuff coming on that. That's coming out from the council.
Yeah.
So definitely a work in progress on that one.
Yeah. So we got a lot of good things going on. A lot of good things coming on for our clubs here.
Lots of debriefing at the end of our future podcast to go over
most
recaps
definitely
and recaps.
But we would love to hear what you guys have going on too, because it's this is a podcast that's for all of our Lions out there, not just, and I don't want to say just for Arizona Lions. I mean, it's basically based for Arizona Lions, but if you're a Lion in another state and you happen to hear our podcast and you're interested in being a guest and talking about what you do at your club in your states, heck, we'd love to have you come on here and talk to us about it, because you guys might do things completely different than what we do. You might have good ideas, and we'd be loving to have you on and talk about that kind of stuff and help promote what you guys are doing. I mean, obviously we want to showcase, events and stuff that are coming up here locally in Arizona, but we're hoping to have a listening base that isn't just Arizona only.
That'd be the goal.
Yeah, we want everybody to listen. So we're happy to put out anything you guys want to give us.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys are listening, always, like and subscribe so you get all the updates as soon as we post. Some ideas that me and Lori are working on, just, doing those teasers early in the week to kind of get the buzz generating and whatnot. And eventually we will start a video podcast with it, so we'll have that. We'll get that launched. Just some other ideas. So we appreciate all of our listeners out there. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe, and I guess see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're at the end of our podcast. Yay!
All right. So
I think it was a good one. We got lots of info out, and
lots of info. I mean, it was a great episode. I'm
Yep.
glad we went on this one with this one.
I
This,
do
this
too.
topic.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
And hey, if you get a chance to go, if you can go to one of the conventions, there's still time to sign up.
There is.
So
It's
you know,
getting closer to the deadline,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's still time to sign up and come out and meet a bunch of great lions.
Yeah.
And
And if you go to the June conference up there in Phoenix, you'll probably run into Jerry, and who knows, he might have his podcast stuff out, and you might be the next guest we have
I might just
talking.
start throwing microphones in front of people. Like, here
I
you
know.
go. Let's talk. Right?
Yep. So be expecting that, guys.
Right. Thank you guys. Everyone have a great night.
All right, you guys have a great night, and come on back in a couple weeks. Bye now.
Bye, everyone.